Let's get some quick ones and we'll wrap it up. That's clean. You transition to that quick.
I'm starting to slip.
There's a little foot sweep added to it.
What up?
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Brian Peterson here. I'm bringing you again, guys, Anton Kalista. Okay? The mad Russian right here. Anyway, guys, he's going to show you guys this awesome wrestling technique. You guys like takedowns? Here's an awesome setup for a takedown that he loves. And he's going to show you some different variations. Please pay attention. I'm sure you guys are going to learn something amazing from Anton. Guys, my elbow's killing me right now. I'm going to have his great buddy, Sam, who's holding the camera. He's going to be taking over and being the dummy partner today. But he's not a dummy. All right.
All right, guys. So back into it. So this move is gonna come off of a collar tie, and I'm sure most of you guys know what that is, right? Somebody is on my collar right here. They're kind of trying to control my head, move me around, set up a shot. All right. So this is called a throw by, right? So what I'm gonna do with my same side hand, I'm gonna take it and I'm trying to put it on the opposite side of his head. So I'm not trying to grab his neck. I'm trying to get to the opposite side, almost like I'm trying to touch his ear, but I'm on his neck. My other hand right here, thumb inside, is gonna go under right here. Right, this is gonna be my guide. And as I guide through, we'll see later in the video, this thumb is actually gonna switch the other way because I'm gonna drop to legs, and I'm gonna drop to a spiral ride. So for now, super easy. First one that I like to do, I'm gonna step with my right leg to his left leg. Now, as I step, I'm trying to take a pretty, sizable step here. I wanna get him to move through my hip pocket, right? So it can't be a small step with me leaning forward. I'm taking a big step right here, and my hand is gonna come to that elbow. Now, as I throw a by, two really important details. I'm not trying to use my muscles. Right? I'm not trying to physically pull him, because see, his hand's already stuck here. I can't pull it off. What I gotta do is get my head out of the way and my body out of the way. So as I do this, I like to explain it as kind of a quarter cartwheel. So when you guys are hitting your cartwheels, right? You're thinking about doing this rotation when you hit a cartwheel, right? You're rotating down like this, your elbow's coming down, and your body's turning. So that's the same way I'm thinking about this throw by. I took my step, my guide arm is in, and I'm gonna open my hips up, and I'm doing a little cartwheel, a little crunch. Here. I'm creating the space for him to move through. So rather than being right here and trying to pull this arm off, right here, and throw a by like this, right? Where his hand is getting stuck, I'm gonna open my hips up, quarter turn, and rotate him through. Now, we gotta commit to the quarter turn, right? I can't turn like this with my elbow and be looking right into his face, because my head's still gonna be in the way. Right here, step, guide arm comes in, put him through. Now, and you can switch it up too. Sometimes, I know that time I went under with my thumb is on the opposite side. Sometimes this is easier. So when we step, my thumb ends up on the opposite side still, but it started here. Because I find that when I'm hitting this move, a lot of us, especially wrestlers, we're used to having our thumb on the inside when we pull. We're not used to this. This doesn't feel like I have a grip. So when I'm here, I can pull, quarter turn, this is all pulling in, and then my thumb switches to the outside as I pull him through. Now,
can you show that again slow?
Yeah.
Show that again slow, how you said you change your grip.
So I'm here, I'm gonna turn, rotate through, and my thumb comes to the outside. So my thumb, right, that's not gonna stay here.
It was there.
It's unnatural,
right? You just rotated your hands.
Right, because all I'm doing with this hand is just a little guide for him, right? The most important part is what I do with this arm and what I do with my hips, because watch this, I could step right here, and I can throw him by without that arm, right? Because the move is me getting my body out of the way, and I'm using this like a lasso, right here. My elbow snaps in, everything is pulling him by, and I'm getting him out of the way. So when I add this arm, it's just a guide. Here, is just the guide, but my thumb always ends up on the outside.
Nice.
Okay? So, simplest way to finish this, I find a lot of guys, especially high school or college, we struggle with finishing right here because we're always trying to drop here, and by the time we get our hand from here to here, he's already fighting hands, he's turning, he's already out. So instead, what I like to do, through and by, my hand's already here, I'm gonna come up here to my spiral, right? So I got this, my other hand works my way here, and all I'm gonna do is take him where he doesn't have a leg, right? There's nothing there. So kind of like a spiral ride in wrestling, I'm gonna step out, my outside, get him to lean forward, and just pull him down. Take zero effort on my part, right? Go from here, and here. Pull him down.
Nice.
Absolutely no effort. I'm putting him somewhere where he's got no post.
You got that claw grip. Could
Yeah.
you lift him and like
I mean, yeah, if you
plant him into the floor?
If you got really fancy, right? You get your hips in front of it. Right? If you got your hips, kind of anytime you have your hips in front of somebody, you can lift them up, right? Pop them on your hip.
Nice.
I'm lazy. I just claw, pull them down. Nope, get your hooks in, take the back in wrestling, put your leg right in, keep your spiral ride, chop, whatever you want. So, in terms of setting this up, what am I trying to do to Sam here? I'm trying to get him to lean forward, right? So far, how we've been showing this is all I'm doing is taking a step here, right? So if I take a step, that's fine, right? I can still hit a good throw by. For me, this is a little more advanced, I feel like. I'll show it anyway. I like to take my outside arm right here, and I like to pretend like I'm attacking this leg. So he's got this collar tie. I don't even care if this leg is back. I want him back farther, right? I want him to move that leg. Now everything comes over the top because he's leaning forward, right? One other detail we can add to there. Notice my left arm, my left hand didn't really do anything there. One of the ways you can control this collar tie in wrestling and grappling is whatever. You can take one hand, boom, over the top, elbow, other hand under, right here. So my wrist, right in between his bicep, and he already feels it, right? I can pull him down from there. So it's the same thing, right? Maybe I pull, push. Now I'm gonna go, his hand is gonna go under. He's gonna move back. I'm gonna guide him through.
Nice. You got a little fake single leg.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're going to do a Russian 2-on-1.
From there?
At first, that's what it kind of looks like. It looks like you're gonna do that, but you would just kind of snap it.
Yeah, and
then you get that little single leg attack.
You don't have to go here.
Yeah.
Right?
Just
you can
control
just stay here or here. Just control this tie, right? I can stay on this elbow like this and still fake here, right?
Nice.
Through there.
Yeah, just to get him to step back.
Right. The only reason that I really like this one is for me, this creates the most pressure and options, right? Because for wrestling, right, we can pull here to those singles and to those low singles. So I like to get two hands on it, especially with the tougher guys, right? Start pulling him down. Then when we start working here, he moves his leg. And I can guide him through like that.
Nice.
But the whole point is I'm trying to get him to lean forward. That's kind of the same thing I'm doing with my leg too. Because when I step, he might take a little step back, right? But all I want to do is get him leaning so I can pull him through, guide him.
Nice. Okay, and then what about sometimes you throw the guy, but he kind of like runs forward? Yeah, he kind of gets away from you.
Right, so that's the other one. A lot of times we throw it by so well, this guy sees it coming, he just books. Right, he's out of there. He knows what's coming. So all I'm gonna do, as I'm throwing it by, I'm gonna drop my left hand. If I'm doing it without a partner, here, my left hand's gonna drop, and then my right leg is gonna square up with my left leg. Here, kind of like I'm doing a little squat, and then holding a football. So my left hand, down to the ankle, squat, and then his leg is gonna be right here. So let me show you the finished position. If he's facing out this way, if he's facing this way, the position I'm trying to get to, this hand under and over, and now I'm squatting. Now the reason that I'm doing that is because when I get two hands and squat, he can't kick out. This is really hard to get out. So, what I'm gonna do, right here, I kind of feel I'm gonna feel like either he's running away, and he doesn't even have to be running away, right? This might be your first move. You might be hitting this throw by, you just feel more comfortable dropping to a leg, right?
That was sweet.
But even if he is coming through, I'm just here. Right, now I can finishing however you guys want to. I'm lazy, I'm probably just gonna pull it out.
You're like, you're not going anywhere. Get over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do one little thing. There's another kind of popular one that we've seen a lot. I'm gonna show it, and he's not gonna resist. And then I'm gonna show it, and I'm gonna show you why I don't like it as much. So one of the more popular ones, instead of stepping our foot here, we do that same motion where I get my head out of the way, but we're gonna go to what's called a Merkle position in wrestling. So I'm gonna go here, my foot is actually gonna go here, right? So this is where I'm trying to get to. Now it's the same thing here, I get my foot out, pull him down. That can work on a lot of wrestlers, maybe you grappling people too, and it's a fine move if you really get the guy moving and he's off balance, he doesn't see it coming. The one thing I don't like about this one though, this is purely my opinion, as soon as he feels me leaning back, he can push, he can grab a leg, or he can just straighten his arm. Watch, I'm leaning back, right? A lot of you guys are throwing it in, we're leaning back, and all of a sudden, I don't have a move. So that's why when we first started this technique, I talk about getting my leg on the outside of his and planting my foot, right? I want to step, and I'm in a solid position here. So if he pushes me, I'm good. I'm almost in a wrestling stance, right? Whereas in here, I'm on one leg. No bueno. Right here, step, turn, right? All in that turn. If you guys want to break it down into steps as well, just to drill at your gyms, one guy, collar tie, and one thing, if you can start off like this, I think it's beneficial. Try to throw it by without this arm, right? So I got my grip, I'm gonna take a step, and I throw it by without using my guide arm. If you can figure out a way to get that down first, this guide arm is just gonna make it look so much prettier, it's gonna feel so much better, right? But once we got that down, we can start incorporating our guide arm. Remember where our thumb is. When we work on that, up to our spiral, you can take them down this way. Or, as we said, here, down to an ankle, drop, and make sure you guys are really squatting here. Because if he does try to turn and start to kick out, we can squat, start pulling it back.
And then how do you finish once you're there? So if people are interested in like, what do? You got the football,
right?
Now
so,
what do you do?
So what I find, most of the time, we got the football, right? He almost always trying to kick out. Let's turn like this and kick out. So I wait until he gives a kick, goes back, so that turned into me, right? So if he doesn't turn into me, all I'm doing is climbing up the leg, and I'm also keeping control of that one leg.
But there's like a moment.
Yeah.
You use that moment.
Right, so he kicks. As he's coming back, boom. I'm back up here, climbing.
Yeah.
Here.
Nice.
So you can wait. Let him kick 3-4 times. He's not going to get out. Right? You're here. Climb, hip control.
All right, let's see some quick ones. Let's get some quick ones and we'll wrap it up.
Here.
That's clean. You transition to that quick.
I'm starting to slip.
There's a little foot sweep added to it. Let's see that setup where you fake the single leg. That was amazing.
That's after 2 practices.
Here. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed Anton Kalista's awesome little, you like to call it like a throw by.
Yeah.
There's so many like moves that are called the throw by. Either way, guys, if you guys want to come up with your own name, you can do that. Anton calls it a throw by. You got that little slide action right off the collar tie. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys, if you learned something, you got to give the thumbs up. You got to now. You got to. We gave it to you for free. Now, please, that's all I ask is give me a thumbs up and then click those links down below if you guys have a little bit of pocket change you want to drop. We have the links down below in the description box. Patreon and PayPal, you can do either one. You can either sign up in Patreon for the month and do a monthly donation of $1, $5, whatever you have, whatever you would like to donate for all these free videos we give you. Or you can just do a one-time donation through PayPal. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time for more.